Hey my friends, welcome to my house. So I have a solution, a cure-all for, all the self-doubt, the self-loathing maybe, procrastination, the fears, the too good to be true sentiment that has really flooded the minds of just about everybody. And that is, you've got this goal that you have, but you're full of fear, self-doubt, and too good to be true sentiment. Whatever the goal is, there's something that is really important about that goal, like what life is going to look like when it happens, but you got these fears, insecurities, and sentiments of too good to be true. The way to get past that, and it's really the only way that I know of, and it works just about 100% of the time, is you have to get started immediately, because the sooner you get started on it, the sooner you're going to get some kind of a result, even if it's just a little result in the beginning. But that first result is going to prove to you that, hey, I can do it. And then the fear, the self-doubt, maybe the loathing that some of you have, and the too good to be true sentiment, that begins to go away because now you're proving it to yourself. You can see it in real, tangible, physical ways that you can do it. So a lot of you have health goals with your fitness and stuff, and you have wealth goals because you want your time back, because almost all of you have every minute of every day accounted for by the demands of other people that has been placed on your life, and you don't even feel like you have a life anymore. That's just about almost every person I talk to is in that set of circumstances. So everybody has these health goals and these financial wealth goals, but you're scared. There's all this fear, there's this doubt. You can create opportunities for yourself. You've been presented different opportunities to change your health, change your wealth, and what that would mean for how your life would look like if that happened. But to get started on an opportunity is scary. So how do you move past that fear? And I don't know if I can do it. And it sounds too good to be true. You get started like yesterday. Yesterday is gone. So you get started today, not tomorrow, today. Right away, that kills procrastination. And provided you're going to be in love with learning, I mean, like learning is your favorite thing to do on planet Earth, then you can do anything because you're going to do what you learn. And here's the big shortcut. They always say there are no shortcuts. I'm calling bullshit on that right now. That's just average, easy to digestible kind of thinking for the masses, right? There are no shortcuts. That's bullshit. The shortcut is you leverage the intellectual acuity of people who've been there, done that, figured it out, and they're going to teach you, right? So maybe somebody that was really out of shape in a way that's similar to you, I don't know, and they figured it out and they're going to show you. Or somebody that was dirt poor and they got wealthy, they figured it out and they're going to teach you. Those are the kinds of people you want to learn from, versus somebody who went to the University of bullshit and got a degree in whatever, having never done it in the real world themselves. You know what I'm saying? So take me, for example. I'm going to share my story for a minute, because my goal in sharing with you a little bit about me is that you say, wow, well, if that dumb fuck could do it, then why can't I? So when I got started on my own health and wealth journey, I needed to turn my health around because it was going to hell in a handbasket. And I needed to turn my financial situation around because I was maybe one step away from being homeless. That's a scary place. I was presented an opportunity to change both my health and my wealth. I was scared. I had doubts. I did decide I was going to figure it out because my back was to the wall. I mean, on the verge of being maybe homeless, and my health going to hell in a handbasket, my back being against the wall. I did actually have this mindset of, I'm going to do it. I'm fearful. I don't really have the self-doubt. I just have no idea how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. So when I got started on mine, I was educably retarded. And what I mean by that, that's the label. I was a straight D, a straight C minus student. I was in special ed classes and I still barely passed any of them. I rode the short bus. I was educably dumb. That was my label. Also, I had no time to do anything. I was one of those that had my time pretty much being controlled and manipulated through the dependency of money to pay my bills. That's where 98% of you are living, under control and manipulation, under the dependency of that money so you can pay your bills. That was me too. I didn't have any time. I didn't have any skills. I had no talents in anything really. And I had no clue as to what I was doing. But I was in love with learning and I was hungry. I was hungry and I was in love with learning. So I was able to get in. I was able to figure out what I needed to do by learning, leveraging that intellectual acuity by others who have been there before me and figured it out. That is like the whole formula for success. The formula for success is not quitting. That never factors into the formula for success. And also, never getting started and procrastinating. Procrastinating and not getting started does not factor into the formula for success. It's always get started, tell the whole world, and figure it out. See it through. That's it. And the shortcut to all of that, like I said, leverage the intellectual acuity of people who've been there, done that, figured it out, and are willing to teach you. That's how you do it. So after learning that I had no time, I was being controlled and manipulated through the dependency of money just like you to pay bills. I had no job, I had no income, I had no unemployment benefits. I literally had an income of 0. If you're earning a minimum wage, you were better off than me. So I had no time, I had no income when I started, and I was educably retarded and no skills and no talent in really anything. But I was in love with learning and I was hungry. That's all it was. So hopefully you're hearing that going, if that dumb shit could do it, I'm a little better off than he was, so I can change my health and my wealth. It took me 90 days to change my health, totally turn my health around, big time. And it took me 2.5 years of doing this to come to this place where I called off the job search. So I got out of the job racket, that pyramid scam known as a job racket. I got out of being controlled and manipulated through the dependency of money to pay my bills, which opened up my time, so gave me my time back so I could spend my time how I wanted to, creating experiences rather than putting myself into worrying how the bills are going to be paid and all that nonsense. So 90 days to turn my health around, 2.5 years for me personally to turn my financial situation around. And 4 months after that, so I guess that was about 2 years and 9 months, I bought my house in cash. That's where I'm at right now. I'll turn it around. This is my yard, you can see, but there's a corner of my house anyway. That tricky tripod. I'm not editing this out. This is raw. That's why you like my videos. They're just raw. And I keep the mistakes in. So anyway, that's what it took. In that 2.5 years and 90 days, that's time that's going to pass anyway. And so the next 2 years of your life is going to pass by anyway. You might as well emerge at some point in the future where you're a free human being, you've got your time back, you're out of that scam of being controlled and manipulated through the dependency of money. And you might as well have your health as well. That time is going to pass by anyway. The passing of time has no biases. It's the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't care what color your skin is. It doesn't care what your background is, your upbringing. It doesn't care how dumb you are, how smart you are. Time doesn't care about jack shit. The only thing time is going to do for you is it's going to expose you for daily bad decisions, or it's going to promote you for daily good decisions. So is the next couple years of time, is it going to expose you, or is it going to promote you? That's up to you, because time doesn't give a shit. Time is the ultimate equalizer. It's what's going on up here, like the decisions that you're going to be making on a daily basis from here on out. And for most of you, you have to draw a line in the sand between how you were thinking yesterday and what you're going to be thinking starting today. And if you're going to have excuses, and if you're going to have rationale for procrastinating further on your own goals and your own dreams, and all these other things, because time doesn't give a shit. Time doesn't ask you to like it. It just says, cooperate with me. That's all time says. You don't have to like me, just cooperate with me. This is the way it is. The sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. We've got 4 seasons a year. Time is going to expose you or promote you, and you are in 100% control of whether you're going to be exposed or promoted by the decisions you make on a daily basis. So keep that in mind. And one last note I'll close on is no matter how bad you got it, just in case you are comparing yourself to me, no matter how bad you got it, there's always going to be somebody who had it worse than you who figured it out. That means whatever you've got going on in your life, that is not the reason why you will not be promoted in the future. The reason is the decisions that you're making in your brain. You could use those same reasons that you've been using why you won't get started figuring stuff out. You could use the same reasons and turn them into new reasons as to why you have to figure stuff out. You got to start figuring shit out. All it takes is that switch, and you move from being so common and ordinary like everybody else to being very uncommon and unordinary. And anybody can make that switch. If I did it, you can do it. If somebody out there in the world who is worse off than you who figured it out can do it, you can do it. You can do it. So why not? My website is fireyourboss.xyz. It's not a .com address, so don't go there. That's not me. It's a .xyz, fireyourboss.xyz. And if you are interested in possibly working with me, here's my deal. My deal is I help people get healthy. And while you are getting healthy, working on your own health goals, I will show you how to generate a passive and residual income from your own health journey. Health is something that we don't have a choice. We have to take care of it, because if we don't have any health, we're dead, like clinically dead. And if you don't have good health, you're not feeling very good. So we don't have a choice. We have to take care of it. It makes sense to me. Might as well make an income from it, because now you're going to get healthy physically and financially from something you have to do anyway. And if you can stop making it about yourself for a moment, you're going to positively inspire other people around you. So now you've got this ripple effect that will go far beyond you. People that you will have never even met, people that you'll never meet, will have been affected by a wise, selfless decision that you made to do good for yourself with your health and your wealth. So if that turns you on to be able to do that, just connect with me. Facebook private message is going to be the best way. And then we'll get started. Take care, everyone. Feel free to share this video. And I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.